Well, DC, like Frank Sinatra, this man has done it his way. The former UFC welterweight and middleweight champion, George Rush St. Pierre. A lot of people believe pound for pound, DC, GSP is the best they've ever seen.
Yes, because he was able to mix everything together so well. When he was fighting a wrestler, he was able to keep the fight standing. When he was fighting a striking specialist, he was able to take him to the ground. His jiu-jitsu and just his full-on MMA game was something that we had never seen in the UFC before. Won the UFC championship at middleweight after being away for 4 years. Just showed how special George St. Pierre truly is.
In terms of MMA application of wrestling, no one has done it better than George Rush St. Pierre. Hall of Famer George Rush St. Pierre enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Well, for years, the UFC's welterweight division has been among the promotion's strongest, and that is certainly the case here as we get our look at the undisputed UFC welterweight champion as he gets ready to defend the title.
The welterweight champion of the world. He's a star. The guy is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and he carries himself in that manner. You can watch this guy from his approach to the media, to his appearances. He does everything right. He's the champ for a reason. It all boils down to who he is and how he approaches everything from the media to the fight camps.
And as commentators, we like heat, we like friction. We definitely have some of that on our welterweight championship matchup here tonight. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, George Rush St. Pierre! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, below, remember the name, Muhammad!
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, here we are inside the home of the New York Knicks. It is Madison Square Garden, and I think a lot of people remember when Conor McGregor and Eddie Alvarez ushered in this building as far as the UFC is concerned. Oh, he dove and he lands. Wow. Oh, big shots here. Oh, interesting there as he just decides to let him back up. Beautiful right punch, follows it up with the left. All right, early action here. We'll see how soon George St. Pierre can get one of his patents.
You cannot take this position. Referee will have no choice but to stop the fight. He's hurting him bad, man. That one looks nasty. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Now he's back up.
And that'll do it.
Holy smokes.
With a massive highlight at the Garden.
Yo, wow. That was nasty.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 23 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, George Rush St. Pierre!
How about it, folks? George St. Pierre, your winner by knockout. And he did not play the long game here tonight, champ.
A lot of people say George St. Pierre is a decision machine. Not tonight. GSP gets a knockout victory.